all set for the quarterfinals, and we got another cracker on our hands. It's Argentina with Messi up against the Dutch. Can they get a little bit closer to the final? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks. Back once again, another prediction video today. We're taking a look at, of course, Netherlands up against Argentina in, of course, a bit of a zinging quarter-final. Well, and we'll get to that in just a second. We knew where you've been. Smash your subscribe button back to all things Dutch football related, Argentina football related, World Cup itself related. We're going to all hear, boys, under one roof. Of course, the dream of Messi lifting the trophy at the end of it is still on. But, of course, the Dutch are standing in the way right here, right now. Who's going to get a little bit closer? We'll take a look at it in a second. A big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get into it. Of course, take a look at what we're talking about. We're talking about this. Guys, it's coming at you at the Lusail Stadium. It is, of course, the Dutchies up against the Argentinians, of course, coming to the Lusail Stadium on the 9th of December, of course, for a spot in the last four. Who's going to go there? Of course, we'll start with the Dutch then, shall we? Of course, qualified as Group G winners. Secured the deal on the 16th of November, 2021. 11 tournaments in the past. 2014 was the last. Streak of just one, of course. They've been runner-up in 74, 78 and 2010. Louis VG is, of course, your main man. VVD is, of course, your VIP. 8-1 on to qualify at the start. 12-1 to lift the trophy at the end of it. Of course, those odds are, of course, are different now. But, of course, coming at you, this is the resume so far for the Dutch. Picking up a 2-0 win over Senegal. 1-1 draw against Ecuador. 2-0 win over Qatar. Then, of course, they really turned on the juices against the Americans that, of course, came in a little bit too sheepishly. Anyway, this is the state of play in the groups. Of course, qualified top bills. Senegal joined them in the knockouts, knocking out Ecuador and the hosts, Qatar. What about, of course, the goals? Goals coming at you from all over the place. Frankie de Jong, Klaassen, Dumfries, Depay, Dali Blind. But it's Cody Gakpo, your main man right now. Been one of the stars of the tournament so far. And, of course, he hopes to continue to do so in these quarterfinals. What about, of course, the what we're looking at here? We're looking at the squads then, shall we? Take a look at the squads. Start with the Dutchies. Here we go. We've got Knoepert, been your main man between the sticks. Of course, Nathan Ake has been starting alongside VVD. Will that change? We'll see that shortly. David Klaassen. We had Xavi Simons coming on against the Americans for a debut cameo, so that was good. And of course, up top we got Memphis Depay, Bergwijn, and co. What about my lineup then? Here we go. Let's take a look at it. My starting 11. We've got Knoepert between the sticks. Ake, of course, Van Dijk, Timber, Dali Blind on the left, Dumfries on the right, De Jong, De Roon in midfield. We've got Gakpo, Depay, and Klaassen, of course. He just, I don't know why he's in there, but he's in there. He will play. He's like an experienced head amongst a bunch of boys there. But anyway, let's take a look at the Argentinians coming at you. Of course, qualifies Co-NBL runners up. Qualified on 16th of November 2021. 18 tournaments in the past. 2018 was the last. A streak of 13. Of course, they won it. That's right. Back in 78 and 86, of course, Lionel Scaloni, your manager. The VIP, though, is, of course, Messi, and he is living up to his name as, of course, one of the best players, if not the best player in the earth. 12-1 on to qualify at the start, 7-1, of course, to go the distance. Wow, wow, wow. This is their run of events. Of course, they opened up with that shit show against Saudi Arabia. Bounce back, though, 2 wins against Mexico, and then Poland, and then knocking out the Aussie Soccerinos in the last 16. Of course, there's the table. They were joined by Poland in the knockout stages, knocking out Mexico and Saudi Arabia. The goals, though, coming at you all over the place. Enzo Fernandez with a goal. McAllister's got himself 1. Alvarez got 2. Messi, though, has got 3 to the boys. That's right, of course. What about the squad, then, for Argentina? Let's take a long look at it. Remind ourselves of the Martinez, because there's a shit ton load of them in the squad. Here we go, then. Start with Enzo, or Emiliano, sorry, at the back there. We've got Lisandro Martinez. Of course, some other boys in there. We've got Paredes, Fernandez, and McAllister. I do like him. And up top, we've got Latura Martinez, alongside Messi. And, of course, the chasing pack. Well, what else do we have? Of course, here's my 11. We've got Martinez between 6, Molina, Romero, Otamendi, and Acuna for me. We've got De Paul in the midfield alongside Fernandez and McAllister, with Alvarez, Messi, and Di Maria coming back in. That's my take on it. What about you? Let me know, of course. Played the 6 times in 1974, 3 wins for the Dutch, 2 wins for Argentina, 1 draw, of course. The Dutch, though, unbeaten the last 6 games, of course, winning 5 of the last 6, 92% form for them. Right now, Argentina just 1 defeat of the past 6 at Saudi Arabia, 83% form for them. The biggest win for Argentina over the Dutch was a 4-2 win. The biggest win of the way, a 4-0 win. And, of course, last time I played, there was a 4-2 win. Was that penalties back in the World Cup in 2014? The last time the Dutch one was a 1-0 win. It was a friendly way back in, of course, February 2003. I did a bit of vote out there. The vote looks like this. Argentina are favoured by the public vote. But what about me? I'll get to me in a second, of course. The quick look at the odds. We have 13-5 is your Dutch, 65 on, or 65 is your Argentina, and 21-10 is, of course, the draw. The odds to lift the trophy, though, the Dutch are 14-1 with Argentina at 6-1. For me, though, tight one here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Argentina. And, of course, maybe a little bit closer to finally ending the hijinks and getting Messi the gong of all gongs. That's it, guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and of course, we'll be back for the semi-finals. Which one of these two nations will be there and which one will be going home? We're going to take a look at all of it, of course, when we return. Until then, guys, I'll see you soon for the next one.